Hi there, YouTube. It is I, the one, the only Naudia Exotica. I'm back. Just to share a little something. I got my lips redone. I got them touched up, and I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that before I go on live stream. How is everyone? What's going on? It's been like 2 weeks since my last video. But yeah, okay, so I got my lips retouched. Oh, and for the record too, I just want to say, sorry, hang on. Don't, like, okay, the place I go to for all my stuff, my dermatology place, is not Laser Away. And I highly suggest, or at least I discourage people from going to Laser Away, because someone that I used to be really good friends with, that I'm not cool with her no more. Sorry, this isn't bothering me. She had a very, very mortifying experience at Laser Away, and I was actually there. I was at her appointment when this happened. I wasn't in the clinic, but I was outside waiting, because around this time, you know what was happening, or it was like at the very start of you know what, so you couldn't have anyone else in your appointments. But so anyway, a very like messed up, mortifying thing happened to her at this appointment. And I'm not going to go into detail because it's not my story to tell. I'm not cool with her no more. But it was really, really just ridiculous and completely just negligence on their part. So I discourage anyone from going to Laser Away. Do not fucking go to Laser Away, please. I've never had any filler, any laser, anything done by them. I go to a local spot that was actually recommended to me by someone, and I am so floored with them. Their results for everything that they do is immaculate. Like, they're top tier. They know what they're doing. The price it's a pretty penny for this stuff, but it's so worth it. I've had nothing but great experiences from them. So I get Botox, mainly, I'll just say this. I am someone who, I just love to be able to, like, I guess, tweak certain things, you know? I like that you can utilize things, not to excess, but, well, if that's your taste, then that's your taste. But for me, I like to tweak little things here and there, about my appearance that kind of just give me that much more of, like, an effect. Like, I like for people to have to, like, sit and wonder, like, did she get something done? Like, is there something, you know, different or whatever? I like when people have to kind of guess. For me personally, there are some people who look really good, like, fully done up. One of my homegirls who I absolutely love forever and a day, mi amor, I don't know if she watches my YouTube. I don't think she does, but I would love to have her on a video. But she's had everything done under the sun, and she looks gorgeous, like, flawless. So some people love that look. Some people can pull that off. Some people look great. Me personally, I'm like, I don't want to do too much. I like little tiny things here and there. So I have been going to this dermatology place for almost a year, when I was like testing the waters with filler and Botox and stuff like that. And the lady suggested to me that I do it around my lips, because I was telling her one day, I was like, I've had braces. I had braces at one point for 4 years of my life. And once I got them off, I must have been like, what, like 19 when I got them off? I think it was like 19. I still didn't like my smile. I'm like, I couldn't really put my finger on why. I'm like, for some reason, I still did not like to smile with my mouth open. Like I just didn't like it. And I was telling this to my nurse, my one lady. I now have 2 RNs that do different things, depending, but they work at this spot and they're amazing. But I was telling the one that was initially doing all my treatments that I really, really did not like my smile. I couldn't put my finger on it. And she's like, oh, you have a top lip that kind of curls under when you smile. I was like, I do. It really does look, at the time, it looked like my lip was like, I don't even know how to describe it. My smile was so ugly. Like my teeth were like, it was just not a pretty sight to smile. It almost looked like I had no teeth. It was the weirdest thing. So she was like, what we could do is do a Botox lip flip. Now, I had no idea what that fucking was. I hadn't heard that. I'm like, I just knew you would get it in your forehead, your crow's feet, whatever, which I had been doing. I had no idea that you could do it around your lips. That was a game changer, right? So I got a little overzealous by not only scheduling the lip flip at the time. This was in like March of last year. I also scheduled Juvederm in the lips as well. So the lip flip happened in March. My results were so nice that I was like, I don't need to be injecting a filler into my lip, because again, I don't want that huge look. At the time I didn't. So I was floored with the Botox lip flip. I'm like, this is really all I need. And when I smiled, like, I love my smile now so much. Like, I love it. When I smiled, I saw a really huge fucking difference. I'm like, this is so much better. Like, sorry. I love my smile now, seriously. So I canceled the Juvederm, which was going to be in a month from the Botox. Apparently they can't do the lip flip Botox and the Juvederm on the same day or the same week or whatever. It has to be planned out accordingly. So I canceled that because I'm like, this is great. This is like everything I needed. And it had been a year, or well, almost a year, because it was in March, and now it was it February or January when I think it was literally last week when I got so last week was still February, the beginning of February. Yeah, February the 2nd. Yes, now I remember. February the 2nd, I got my Botox redone. But I told her, because initially what they do is 8 units of Botox around the lips. Bottom lip, top lip. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's kind of how they work it, right? However, this time around, I told the new nurse that, because I had been going to, like, they juggle appointments. So I don't know whether one day I'm going to get the original lady or the newer lady. And so I told her on my appointment, I was like, I still love my results. I still saw a huge difference. I really don't know how this is the case, right? But so apparently Google says Botox lasts for at most up to 9 months, right? But it had been almost a year, and my lip was still they were doing what they were supposed to do. My smile was still lifted. Looks great, right? But I wanted to kind of touch up just a little bit, because I really love that like pout, like I just love it. And initially when you get it done, it feels like something's in your lip. So it feels really heavy. Like right now you can tell, just like, I don't know. But so I just love that initial pout that you get from the lip flip, right? So I told her, I'm like, the bottom lip is fine. I don't really want to be doing too much. You know, I kind of warned her too. I'm like, I'm a little high maintenance when it comes to this stuff. So please forgive me. She's like, no, don't worry. Like, you're going to need to like what I'm injecting in your face. Like, these are your results, you know? So I told her, I'm like, the bottom is totally fine. I want more so emphasis on the top, because it needs to just be a bit more lifted, right? She's like, we could do that. I'll absolutely go from one end to the other. And then she also did so she went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then she focused on the Cupid's bow, were the very last 2 injections, right? So totally dope. Like, I love how they look, right? However, I still did schedule. I have Juvederm coming up next month, just because I do want a little bit more. I don't want to be doing too much. What they do is whatever you don't use, they store the rest of the vial for however long until you want your touch-ups. So yeah, but anyways, so I only got 4 units technically of the Botox on my top lip. But yeah, so, and I honestly, like, it's just that little thing that I need. Like, it's just perfect. I don't even know. So I've seen some girls too, initially before ever getting the lip flip, I had seen YouTube videos of some girls having like no results, like not really getting much of result from the Botox lip flips. And then other girls who do have more of a prominent, I guess, result. And I'm just so happy that it just looks so much better. And it really was because I just really did not like my smile. And now, like, even when with my mouth closed, I see such a huge difference. So yeah, I just love it. And I highly encourage, sorry, my eyes like kind of watering. I highly encourage anyone who's not like secure with their smile. If your top lip curls under and it is like an insecurity, you can't really put your finger on why you don't like your smile and you have a like top lip that curls underneath, definitely try out a Botox lip flip for sure. Like, I love them. So, and then also too, I guess like, what was I going to say? Oh, so pricing. So depending on where you go, obviously, I think depends on how much you are going to pay. My spot for a full lip flip, top and bottom, is $120. That's for the full 8 units. However, because I just got the top lip done for a touch-up, it was $60 for the Botox. Now, if you get a forehead, it's different. If you get a crow's feet, it's obviously different depending on how much they use. And then, of course, Juvederm is a whole other story. If you want Juvederm in the lips, that's at my spot. That's like $650. If you want it in the cheeks, which I do plan on getting a little bit done, it is around $900 something. And again, whatever you don't use, they store for later use. And yeah, I don't know, like, it's so important to, number one, make sure you know where you're going, research the spot. These ladies are so fucking dope. Like, they are on their shit. They know what they're doing with laser, with fillers, everything. Every single treatment that they do, they know what they're doing. And they're in scrubs, like, they're nurses. At someplace like Laser Way, I don't know that I can really say that. You know, I don't know. Like, they're just not. What happened with my ex-friend was completely humiliating and mortifying, and I absolutely just like it. Just no, that rubs me the wrong way. So definitely go somewhere where they're not negligent and they care about your results. They care about how it's going to look. And you're just going to be so floored with your result. I seriously I'm trying not to get carried away. I'm like, I love how this looks. It's like a nice little small little kind of like fix, and I don't want to be doing too much, but it's just so worth it, honestly. So yeah, that's really that. What else? I feel like I wanted to cover something else in this video. What else? Oh, okay. So for those who don't know, I should have probably like started with this, but Botox is a toxin. So, in small doses, it's fine, on your face. But there are certain protocols and stuff that you're supposed to like go through. You can't exercise for like a full 48 hours, I think, or maybe it's 24, one of the two. I would definitely look it all up. I have a little packet thing up there that's from last year. But number one, just no vigorous exercising. It takes like 2 hours for it to really set in the muscle, because what it does is it paralyzes the muscles. And then also, I didn't drink through a straw for 2 days after getting them done. And then what else? Yeah, I guess like it can last anywhere from up to 6 to 9 months. That was what I was going to say. The longest, allegedly, on Google, it says the longest that it can last is 9 months, but I was still seeing results, you know, with the initial treatment. And I asked the lady why. I was like, hey, you know, this is interesting. I still feel like such a difference. She told me it depends on how, because you're piercing the skin, right? In anywhere, really. But especially around the lips, especially like, even right here too. But especially around the lips, you can retain a lot of scar tissue. I'm someone I've had my labret pierced, I've had snake bites, I've had spider bites, I've had my Monroe, a bunch of different lip piercings, and without my makeup on, you could still see the indents of where I had those piercings in. This piercing I had out one time for up to like a long ass time, and it never closed up. So it depends, because you're puncturing the skin. You can obviously have scar tissue that will still make it seem like you have results, you know. You're literally piercing into the lip. So the lip can retain a lot of scar tissue, and it will still give you that kind of flip, you know, which I'm not mad at. I'm like, that's fine. You know, I don't want to be doing too much. Like I said, I don't want to be doing, you know, anything too frequently, but I'm fine with that. I'm content. So, but yes, so amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I wanted to redo this video because I actually did a Botox video before, but my eyelashes and everything looked busted. Like, I looked so ugly in that video. I had to redo it. There's going to be a bunch of stuff that I'm going to redo. And what I'm going to do is like put in parentheses, like revisited, you know, and this was one of them. So I really just wanted to kind of share my experience. Like, if you do have insecurities and stuff, obviously embrace them, but also you can change them. You don't have to be like stuck. And that one was one big ass thing for me. I had braces for like 4 years and I still didn't like my damn smile. And I'm like, now I fucking love it. Like, oh my goodness. So anyway, if you like this video, please leave a comment, like it, give me some feedback. If you have any video requests, you can message me, email me at nadiaexotica@gmail.com. Follow all my links at nadiaexotica.com. And then my blog, I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, I honestly have still not done a blog post. I'm going to have to. I really have to. So, but that is nadiascuriotrove.com/blog. And until the next video, you will hear from me soon. I promise.